Are we still burying our gays? If you haven't heard of this trope, welcome to a brief queer history lesson. Also, how's your life going? I sense that you didn't spend your tween years dredging through Tumblr in 2014. The bury your gays trope is a literary technique used by authors to distance themselves from queer characters to avoid criticism. In the early film industry, it was a literal rule. If a character is gay, tragedy must befall them, to show that the gay lifestyle is immoral and will end in tragedy and righteous demise. Bury your gays was a term coined in around the 90s. When the regulations were lifted, culturally we still hadn't changed much. Being gay was still bad and seen as immoral by most people. Queer representation still wasn't very common in movies, so it was most often used to reference tropes in TV shows. Personally, the ones I was close to that it happened on was Supernatural. If you look up a list of the canonically gay characters, you'll find that most of them have either died or someone they love has died. Now you may say, well, that's just Supernatural, everybody dies. But you weren't there. It was different. I've been rewatching Pretty Little Liars, and the whole time I couldn't help but think, damn, they really kill other gays in this too. One of the best characters, and honestly, really good lesbian representation. A lot of people misunderstand this criticism and think that it means you can only write about gays with happy, perfect lives. The reality is, to this day, being queer can be scary. Tragedy does befall us, and our lives are complex. We are still violently targeted for being queer. But there's a difference between authentically representing the complexity of queer life and using our tragedy to further the hetero main character's storylines and skirting around homophobic fans' criticism by just killing us off. I'm currently writing a horror short film where the main character is non binary, and they're going to be played by a non binary actor. What I think makes this unique is it's not a love story focused on the fact that the character is queer. They just are. And if you're interested in learning more about this story, you can check our pinned video. We're getting out there making more queer art and representation for our community.